away we go. And yeah, people, we keeping it international in 2025. I done talk to somebody from Scotland, talk to somebody from England. Of course, I done talk to somebody from Canada. But see, this is different because I've been waiting to talk to something sexy and ebony and chocolate from the north. So, how you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to be here today. I've been definitely waiting and looking forward to this. So I am very happy to be here.
No doubt. And I had to say that from checking out your page and and everything, I was like, okay, she's impressive.
Thank
And,
you.
I saw you was in Canada, and from talking to a lot of ladies in Canada, America is the hot spot when it comes to sex work, porn, or what have you. And I know the ladies that I've talked to have had issues, but when it comes to your content, okay, let's get this out of the way. Do you do boy girl content or you just do solo content? Or
I think from obviously what I've been posting, definitely boy, girl, and solo as well. I kind of mix it because that's what my fans they ask for. So, gotta supply the demand.
so with that being said, do you have a hard time finding partners to film with?
No, actually, I don't really have a hard time finding partners.
Mm,
I don't really go the route of different partners. I
mm,
kind of stick to what I'm comfortable with in front of the camera. So you would kind of see in my content
mm,
a little more of the same partner instead
mm.
of different kinds.
Well, but too also sometimes when you're in an area where there's not a lot of talent, you got to work with
Hmm.
what you work with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not saying that you work with anything bad, but
Mhm.
so for you, what before we go deep into this, what do you love about being in this business? Being a content creator, porn star, whatever floats a person's boat nowadays.
I think honestly when I think about my life and my lifestyle, the number one thing I love is being able to be creative and being myself. When I make my videos, it's definitely an idea that I have from my head that I'm creating into a video, and
Mhm.
there's nothing that feels more rewarding than recording and then seeing my fans' feedback and how much they love the video and how much more they want more.
Mm.
So that's definitely my favorite part of my job.
So shoot, so if there's much of a porn market, content market in Canada, where you at in Canada?
Compared to the United States, I would definitely say no. In Canada, I think Canadians, when it comes to porn, we're a little more reserved than Americans. Americans are very more open. So I would say that compared to the States, no.
Mm. Oh, yeah, because I heard because there's not a lot of guys that do it or what have you. That's why girls clamor to come here or what have you. And and two, also, y'all market is here for the most part,
Yes, it's
because
true.
we
It's
consume
true.
the most or what have you. So with that being said, we about to get this out the way so we can talk to this sexy young Canadian. You know what time it is. It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I am Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link on mylink.com/porn rap star. Four sponsors to tell you about. Let's name them off. First off, eroticismmagazine.com. Go ahead and subscribe there. Blusherotica.com. AVN Award nominated. And they even got virtual reality people. They're doing some big things. Also, if you love candles, I got you over there too. The Kinky Candle Company, whether you like the smell or you like wax play, like I do. I'm a freak like that. There you go. And for you people that need legal aid, I got you covered on that too. She's sexy, she's beautiful, and she's smart. The queen of law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. You feel me, from the Queen City. Go ahead, check out those links in the description. And let me tell you where else you can find me other than all the other platforms that got podcasts. You can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com. Also at SG, Jesus Christ, P radio.com. That ain't what it is, SGPradio.com. I got distracted by her. You know, please forgive me. You know what
Sorry,
I'm
my
saying?
bad.
And also, last but not least, SkyHawkAfterDarkTV.com. I got some trailers from the Premium Smoke Room over there for y'all to check out. So now, I checked this lady out, and the last name, yes, she is stacked, people. Yes, she's a brick house. She's thick. She got tits, she got ass. You know what I'm saying? And she also got class with it, people. She is
Mhm.
what I sit here and say is the epitome of a sex symbol, in my opinion. So, with
Mhm.
that being said, I'm going to sit back and let this lady that is stacked introduce her sexy Canadian self.
Wow, what an intro. Well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
As you may know, my name is Mya Staxxx. I'm from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a well known porn star um, and a sex worker. I've dipped and dabbed in the sex work in many different fields.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm at a part in my career where I'm very comfortable in front of the camera and I love to have fun with my fans.
See, and I'm going to tell you what I love about her already. She didn't say I was a content creator,
Mm.
porn star. Thank you, because I swear it's the new nigga. It's like people scared to say, I'm a porn star. You do porn, you
Hmm.
know, period. And for you, let's go back. What got you into this business to begin with?
Well, okay, if we go back, I've been in sex work all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I started at the club, like most girls do. I started as a stripper,
Ooh.
and I made my way out to. It was kind of funny because it was kind of a situation of right place, right time. I
Mm-hmm.
started dancing, and then COVID happened.
Mm.
So while I was dancing, I gained regular clients at the club,
Mm-hmm.
and they were kind of like, well, now that there's COVID and we're forced to stay inside, what are we going to do? And at the club, I never really felt comfortable giving out like my personal number to retain clients.
Yeah.
So what I would do is that I would give them my Snapchat. So I kind of blew up on Snapchat before anything else. So on Snapchat, I was pretty lit.
Yeah.
And from there, I guess, you would what I would call my regular clients now, I kind of from COVID, I've had relationship with my fans of like 5, 6, 8 years, like long lasting relationships to the point of, I have very loyal fans
Mm-hmm.
and they take very good care of me. And some of them, in the line of sex work, you would kind of call it like sugar daddies.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in a mix of, I have very loyal fans and I sell my videos online.
Mm. So, so because one thing when you at the strip club, that money is like coming, 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 coming. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it's right there in front of your face. So I know it was hell of an adjustment, especially for a lot of the ladies, even on the porn side, porn, strippers, what have you, because now we have to go virtual with it.
Yeah.
So with you, as you start to get hot with Snapchat, because
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this, people. See, they're not supposed to be doing what they were doing on Snapchat, but us as sex workers, we don't really give a shit.
Are you really gonna call me out? Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you ain't the only one. It just like I remember when Snapchat was started. That's how old it was. It ain't supposed to be
mhm,
just clean. And, nah,
mm.
we gonna figure out a way to make money with.
Yeah, I mean, like, what were we supposed to do, right? Like, our jobs at the club, like, the club was closed. You weren't allowed to go there. You weren't allowed to leave your house. So there wasn't really, like, we were pushed to go into a virtual reality,
Mm-hmm.
and from there, people thought it was a bad thing. But some of us, a lot of single men need companionship, and sometimes they revert to a sex worker, the
People watch
dating.
porn. Let's keep it 100.
Mhm.
It doesn't. Your minister watch porn. He just don't tell you. Period. I mean, that's our first. A lot of us, that's our first sexual experience, seeing sex and all that is
Hmm.
through porn.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Well, nowadays
it's
TV, but
true.
you know. So for you, when did it transfer from doing Snapchat to now I'm doing videos?
It was popular demand on Snapchat. Like everybody wanted videos all the time. So instead of like filming customs one after the other, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of felt a little burnt out sometimes because it it does take a lot.
Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Now, people, I want y'all to listen because my smokers been with me for 4 years. They didn't see me talk to every porn star from the ones that's alleged to this. She did not say she was on OnlyFans.
Hmm.
This is off of Snapchat, and she said, "Yeah, I got tired of doing customs back to back."
No, well, I'm
That's
seeing.
gangster. No, that's gangster, yo. Fuck what you heard. You be humble with my ass. What? Mama was sitting there screaming over OnlyFans. She making money off of Snapchat and getting customs.
Hmm.
I don't need to say no more. Only real people know what I'm talking about. But go ahead, baby.
So, well, that Snapchat actually led me to OnlyFans because with OnlyFans, I'm able to, especially with the mass sending of messages, it made it just so much more easier for me. So I definitely reverted to OnlyFans, and I'm actually expanding now to other sites as well. And I'm seeing, different kind of clientele, international clientele.
Mm.
Also started my Twitter and blew up on Twitter as well. So, it's just so interesting every single day. You just don't know every day you show up what could happen, you know?
So, so of course, I tell you, you first start off doing solo,
Mhm.
and then of course you drifted into boy girl. Now let's begin with the solo, shall we?
Sure.
So for you, when you did the solos, um, how did you go about it and your thought process? And what misconceptions you walked into filming a solo and what it supposed to look like? Because a lot of times girls copy and paste, but they don't
Mhm.
understand that is one of the hardest fucking things to film people.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm
It's
just saying.
true. It's true. Well, I mean, solo videos, I started them, to be honest with you. I was always a very horny girl, and I've never been shy in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, it started in high school with thirst traps for your boyfriend, and, he likes them and he wants more. And it kind of turned into, in high school, I was pretty popular. And then going into college, need I say more? I think you know where I'm headed with this.
Yeah, I remember my college years too.
Hmm.
Wonderful years, I swear they were. But go ahead, baby.
So yeah, so basically from then I've always been like comfortable in front of the camera, and to be able to go from solo to now boy and girl, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing the demand and the different ways you can film boy and girl as well, it
Mm-hmm.
was definitely like why not, right? I'm a pretty open person, so I really like to try new things.
Ooh. So for you, when it came to filming, because like I said, the one, have you came stateside yet?
Okay, so the United States is actually pretty interesting
Mm-hmm.
because I know that in the porn industry, it's very like Las Vegas, but I used to go Miami a lot.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so that's why it's like everything is just so funny because it's like I used to go to Miami all the time, and it was for completely different things. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was for spring break, it was more like Ocean Drive, like
Oh yeah.
downtown, my yeah, like party time. So it was, like to have known that, because Las Vegas is actually closer to me than Miami too.
Ooh.
So it's definitely in my plans. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
okay. So. See, the reason why I say that because like you said that you work with a regular male talent, which
Mhm,
is my smokers know is part of what I call the blueprint. You have a
mhm,
resident male talent that you work with, and then you work with of established male talent to build your cachet and your name within the industry, and also to fans who might want to see you with those guys. And
Mhm.
it also give you a change of pace, you feel me? But you have that regular dude that, one, you know where his dick been, and two,
Yeah.
he shoots the way that chemistry, you can't beat it. So
Yeah.
with you, how do you, when you film, because the biggest mistake I think girls make, in my opinion,
Mhm.
same shoot, different outfit. You get what I'm coming from?
Mm.
And this is a regular dude. So how do y'all spice it up with the scene types that y'all do so that you won't bore your fan base? Because once again, even though people, even with couple porn, if you do it wrong, you will bore your fan base.
Mhm. It's
So
true.
go ahead.
So, well, I mean, I would say that I'm pretty well known for my looks changing all the time. So already the fact that you'll never catch me probably wearing this again, because I just love to switch it up. I love to use my creativity, rather it's in my fashion and also with my videos. I
Mm-hmm.
love to switch it up. Like sometimes I like to film here in my bedroom, or maybe like I'll use different places in my house or even outside as well. Like it doesn't really matter, but it's all about the chemistry for me. I think you can, like in porn, you can really tell if there's chemistry or not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's most important in my videos.
Oh yeah. Now I'm here to tell you, as a guy that have done it, chemistry is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Period. It's just the beauty of with content trade versus paid. Paid, you don't get a choice. Content, you have a choice. So,
Mm-hmm.
and speak about that because, of course, part of this, I'm pretty sure that you open to expand and work with other content creators, other porn stars. So for you, because we keep it real here, other than he's cute and I wouldn't mind fucking him, what else do you have to bring to the table to work with you? You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
any joke can come into your DM and say, "Hey, yo, I like to work with you." But what is it that makes you take him serious?
Well, definitely the first two things are uh if he has a portfolio. So I do get crazy DMs, and especially I do get a lot of collaboration offers from male content creators. And the first thing I usually do is go check out their page and see, well, for example, I'll use you. When you offered me this interview, I went to your page and seen, okay, this guy is about, his business. I can see that you have different episodes. I can see that you're consistent. I can see that you show up on time. And those are very important things that people, usually don't do. And it also shows how much you care about your brand. I want to fit in and I want to collab with somebody that cares just as much of their brand as they do about mine.
Mm-hmm. So, so it, but also at the same token, for you, it's like, when it comes to, let's see where I want to go with this real quick. Hold on, because people know I am, because this is fun here. Now, also with you coming stateside,
Mhm.
how is the testing in Canada versus here?
Well, I've never shot with any other content creator
Okay.
at all. So I've never went that route of getting tested. I went more the route of having someone with me that we started off.
Mm-hmm. So now the reason why, because see, the reason why I asked this, and the
Hmm.
fans know, look at her. She comes stateside, the sharks is gonna swim, motherfucker. So we about to get real here. Okay. Because the thing about it is,
Hmm.
um, if ladies gonna shoot, especially cross, because people gonna see this interview and what have you, we know how it is. You know, we do TTS testing or what have you, or a doctor test, depending upon whoever, what have you. So for you, my question is this: do you want to advance to where you a do you want to advance to where you work with other talent outside of the person that you work with? Are you cool in the lane that you in? You know, where you want to necessarily take this? Because ladies that look like you and think like you and Yeah. Hey, wouldn't surprise me if someone gets nominated next year. I'm just saying. And when I say that, I'm always right. So for you, where you want
Thank
to
you
take this?
so
I mean,
much.
how far you really want to take this seriously?
Honestly, a nomination sounds crazy to me right now. Like, this is
Mm,
my first interview, and to just be seen like that is like crazy. But for sure, like, that is definitely where I want to be headed. I
mm,
used to go to the States a lot, but I used to go
mm.
to Miami.
Yeah.
So, only to think if only you would have
Go to
switched location.
Exotica Miami. Go to XBiz Miami.
Yeah,
Let's go.
definitely, definitely.
Let's go. Let's,
Honestly, because to compare the sex expos that we have in Canada, we
mm,
don't really have much. So it would be so
mm.
nice to experience that because I've never went to an expo before.
So wait a second. They have expos in Canada? No one said this to me. I'm like, what?
I don't really like to get into politics.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, I done heard of award shows in Bucharest, over in Europe or what have you. But like I said,
Mhm.
I never. For what I understand, is the Canada porn scene is, let's just say, kind of
Yeah,
non-existent for the most
yeah,
part.
it's true. It's true. It's
So
true.
it's kind of like ladies have to drift over here to get over if they want to get over. Trust me, it's a lot
I
of Canadian porn stars.
I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of Canadian porn stars that travel to Las Vegas or Miami. Like they usually travel in the States, even
Mm,
LA. And there is this huge border issue that
mm,
I do hear often about as well. So it's kind of tricky to work in the States sometimes.
mm.
And you kind of just have to be careful.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's rules and regulations to anything because even to when I talk to people
Hmm.
about Europe, certain spots in Europe you can't shoot porn. You can
It's
do
true.
webcamming all goddamn day, but shoot porn no. So for you, it's like this: the type scenes that you do, right? Do you do
Mhm.
like role play scenes, skits? I'm pretty sure you do the straight fuck scenes, what have you. But what type scenes do you like to
I
do?
love blowjobs. I love to suck dick.
Why I'm not surprised with them pretty lips, but go ahead.
Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just about like a cock just throbbing in my mouth down my throat, and I can just feel it growing and pre-cum like dripping. Like I can taste it. It tastes a little like salty. Like when I taste it, it's just there are women out there that just by
Mhm.
sucking cock they get wet,
Yeah.
and that's me.
So for you is how sloppy and wet does it get? Is because you seem like the type of female the longer you suck a dick, the more turned on she get. So how sloppy and wet?
Um, Definitely, show me the bubbles, show me the sloppy toffee, show me they like to call it the snail. Oh, we can't hear you. No.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
good. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
see,
yes.
come on, stream, y'all act right. This is getting good. So for you, it's like, do you like central? Do you like doing the central blow job, or do you like the rough BJ?
I like a mix of both. I like to switch it up, but if I had to choose one, I would say definitely the more sensual, slow and long and deep and I
I'm
don't
just
you look like you
listening.
have no questions left.
I'm just listening. I'm just enjoying the description of. I'm pretty sure the smokers enjoying it too. I'm just saying, like, yeah, continue. Yeah, long and
Well,
what?
when I started in having sex, like my sexual experience growing up
Mm,
was head. Like
mm.
all of my boyfriends loved head from me. Like head and then titty fucking. Like before even sex, it was just that. So it was kind of hard to get to the sex and past this.
Mm.
So we kind of just stuck to this.
so, so for you, now we know she love to do head. Now let's really have some fun. So, are we into anal?
I've never done anal before.
Mm.
Ever. I'm actually a virgin.
Well,
I think
shoot.
I'm gonna be coming to Las Vegas.
Oh my God, Lord, it'd be funny if you do your first anal in Las Vegas.
Actually, it would have to be small. It would have to be a small, small, small. I can barely fit
I mean,
it.
you can train your ass. I mean, I mean, no girls do what is called anal training with anal beads,
Yes, anal
butt plugs, and
beads and
stuff like that.
toys.
But it's
Yeah,
it's. I tell any female if you're gonna do anal, you have to enjoy it.
yeah,
Period. Anything you do, you have to enjoy it because that's the best that comes out, especially when you're filming. Because when she's really enjoying it, oh, buddy, it's beautiful being footage. I'm just saying. So shoot. So have you done or interested in doing a gangbang?
Ooh, well, I've never done one.
Some tell me you do a blow bang, but we'll get back to that. Go ahead. Tadpole.
I don't even get to answer questions anymore. But okay, so the gangbang for sure, for sure. Of course, I think like any naughty girl would, it's in the back of her mind, like
Mhm.
to just have multiple cocks at once would definitely be a turn on for me. But it's something I've never done before.
Mhm. So yeah, because trust me, I done talked to a lot of ladies that have done gangbangs, and
Hmm.
it, they get off on the fact that the center of attention. Oh gosh, she went. Oh, she back. Can't lose it, people can't lose. They get off on the center of attention. So for you, what's your dream number for your first gangbang? Oh, no, I can't hear you because you might. Oh God, I can't hear you no more neither. So hold on. Let me see. It was getting good. Let me see. Go back out, come back in. Yeah. So if she goes out and come back in, people, I have to entertain you. So while we're here waiting for her to come back, you know what you need to do. You need to go to Loyal Fans and subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room. The link is in the description. The Premium Smoke Room. 5 risque podcast for you to enjoy, plus special events. And I even go live on X, and I even got a Triple X store. And what happens in the Premium Smoke Room is simple. The conversation gets saucier, the tits come out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room, people. So as we wait for Miss Lady, because I would play some damn music. Yeah, she's back fast.
Yes,
See,
technical difficulties. Sorry,
didn't take
guys.
long. See, I even got a commercial in. That's what I'm talking about. So, so like I said, what would be your dream number for your first gangbang?
My dream number for my first gangbang. Well, it would definitely have to be Stacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. But it's something maybe I don't want to put a number out there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna, I wanna see. I wanna see what kind of offers could come my way.
Oh my goodness, well shoot, I'm saying because probably this interview will be a whole bunch of them. So now the other thing about this with the business, because like I said, you been doing this. Well, I mean, on the Canada side for a minute or what have you. 'Cause eventually,
Mhm.
you probably would make it to stateside. So for you, when did you get past shame? But
Mm.
and what I mean shame is everybody gonna motherfucking know.
Hmm. Well, growing up, my the story of Mya Staxxx is that uh, I started to dance because at a young age I got kicked out of my house, and I came from a single mother's home. So, there was a lot of abuse. There was a lot of uh, uh, instability. And I made the decision to get into sex work on my own. So I don't think there was ever any kind of shame
Mm-hmm.
that came my way because of all the love that sex work gave me and the support from strangers. So I never really felt shame in that kind of way. That girls would feel, oh, if somebody knew. Now, I'm not gonna lie, on my OnlyFans, there are certain members that I used to go to high school with. And
Welcome to the club.
true stories, and they're still subscribed till today. So for sure, when it comes to situations like that, it's just like, I think in my experience, the guy that I went to high school with, he supports me even more knowing that we have that kind of connection. And I would love to just enlighten that part of sex work. Like, people don't understand how much we're supported by strangers and people that support us and give us donations and random gifts all the time just because they want to support you and support your brand.
Yeah, because see the thing about it is, um, this business is empowering, especially
Hmm.
for women.
Hmm.
Because to be honest with you, like I said, women make the most money in this business. I don't care what nobody
It's
say.
true. It's true.
Facts verbatim. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I would imagine that, and I've been saying this: the greatest honor is someone paying for your time.
Hmm.
Hey, you're that beautiful that dude put money down to look at you. You know. So for
Yeah.
you, it's like I'm pretty sure you had confidence before, but how much did this give you confidence? You feel me?
It gave me confidence to the point it changed my life completely. To the point that I live a life where whenever I go home, it's completely different. The environment is different, the mentality is different.
Mm-hmm.
And, it gave me the success that I don't think a regular job would ever give me the kind of offers that I get in sex work, or even put me in positions to meet you, like working a regular job would never even give me half of what I get, or even the half of the love that my fans give me.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny with me because, in sex work with me and my fans, I was able to experience very real loyal fans. A lot of my fans, my regulars, are guys that seen me from the club.
Mm-hmm.
So all these years, 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, um, they just stuck around and they didn't have to, but they chose to. And to be able to experience that kind of difference and
Mm-hmm.
support, it's something I would never get in a regular job.
And see, two people don't understand because, especially over here with the news, the social media, the people talk about money, sex, and
Hmm.
all that. That it's a business that's behind this, and it takes a lot of work.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, we really about to have some fun. So, when it comes to you, when it's time for you to film, what your set look like?
So definitely like this, or sometimes I'll do hotel. Like, I switch it up all the time. I don't really, for right now, like when I'm filming, it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely more like you're gonna see I'm very in the mood for it. I'm very wanting to just suck dick or get fucked or get on all fours and just take it. I'm very submissive in bed.
Mm. See, you like a lady that like that sensual sex. That one like.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Just, grab me and touch me. It
Mm.
definitely turns me on.
So shoot. So do you ever pay attention to the porn stars over here, the content creators and stuff like that, and what have you? And for you, what's some of the ones that you might see? I don't know if you remember their names. They kind of like a bucket list or a wish list that you, if you had the opportunity to work with, you would love to work with. Manifest
Ooh.
time.
Well, there's so many beautiful ladies that are porn stars. I want to just put it out there.
Mhm,
There, when it comes to female porn stars, you can get, there's so many varieties, but of
mhm,
course I have my top list.
mhm,
And at the top, I would definitely put, I grew up loving Pinky, the
mhm.
original Pinky. Well, I mean,
Lord have
first
mercy. She put that strap on you. Woo!
I hope she sees this video one day. It would be a
Woo.
dream to work with her. But for sure, Pinky
Mhm,
is on my top list. And then second, I would put for second, I would probably put Miss B Nasty.
mhm.
I do anticipate in I do join her. She has a famous Titty Tuesday thread, and I
Yeah.
try to join in as much as I can every Tuesday. She's well known for that day. That's her day. And if I could just work with that woman one day would be such a dream, because I think like for the older generation we could definitely say Pinky was, the top ebony female, but
Mhm.
for the new age generation, for our generation, I would definitely say Miss B Nasty is pretty up there.
Yeah.
Shout
Which
out to her.
which which is interesting because people know I talk about it. I know some people might think I hate her. I don't. You should much
Mhm.
respect to her. I'm sorry because she made a lady in the game that won't no lane. I'm just letting people
Yes.
know that. They're just keeping it 100.
Yes. And she didn't have to.
Yeah.
And she didn't
And
have to.
see also the thing about it with me because I came in back in the day, I don't even want to go into all that, is that with this generation, it's easier for them to get into it, but very few of them, especially on the lady side, and this is one of the things that I applaud her for.
Mhm.
They understand what it means to be a sex symbol, what it means to be
Mhm.
sexy, what it means to market yourself as a fantasy. Because I
Mhm.
think, but because of the 6 minute we video,
Mhm.
ladies forget that you marketing yourself to the world, you
Yeah.
know. So for you, there's a lot of ladies. I'm pretty sure you see a lot of ladies. They melted in on this shit. What is it that make you go the extra mile and think, yo, sex symbol?
Mm. Well, I'm sexy. First of all,
Of course.
I'm sexy. So I think
Yeah.
that it's just you need to just know yourself and have an aura, right? And just
Mm-hmm.
confidence. Like you really need to believe in yourself and know that you're the one, you're that bitch. I call myself the baddest. I
Mm-hmm.
came into the game and said, "Hey man, I'm the baddest and I believe that that's what I am, and I'm gonna stand on it, and I'll definitely, work to keep that throne because it's mine." So you just have to be very confident when it comes to being a sex symbol, because you are representing a lot of other girls that may not have that confidence, and they look up to you and they're influenced by you.
Yeah, because like, of course, when I go to her page, ladies and gentlemen, and I do my research, it's like for me, you market your sex symbol more than the sex. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because, like, for example, I scroll about halfway through a page, I don't see Nad dick in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, for most girls, they'll throw out there the solo, they throw out this. Why do you peel it back?
Ooh, it's not that I peel it back. I think it's more so that I just run it a different way, and everything I do works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, definitely, as I'm expanding, you guys are going to definitely get more solos and more
Mm-hmm.
boy and girl videos. But I wanted to exude my beauty. And it works for me. My fans love it. Selfies here and there. And
Mm-hmm.
I think also with the new generation,
Mm-hmm.
it's they like it when you mix it. They
Yeah.
don't want just porn. They also want to know you personally. You
Mm-hmm.
know, what are you doing from a day-to-day basis,
Mm-hmm.
and be a part of your lifestyle, to which I would love to expand on that as well.
Yeah, because to me it's like because that's one of the arguments. Girls like they show too much. Then you got girls who
Mhm.
say, no, 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 I need to show. You know,
Mhm.
to me it's about how you market yourself, you
Mhm.
know. And if I tell people this, the best dancer in the club is the one that don't get butt naked.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she got the most money. Why? Because she's that damn sexy and that bad and moves her body that well that the dude don't even give a damn about seeing a nipple. He just wanna just sit and just dance, please. Just I love you. Just dance. You know what I'm saying? So it to me, that what I mean is kind of like it's nothing wrong with how you're doing it,
Mhm.
period. And also I tell people it makes you seem bigger and it gives you more of an impact when you do drop a trailer for your content
It's
or what have
true. It's true. It's
you. So
true.
I ain't mad at what you're doing now. Cause that's why I asked about the content. I said, okay, I don't see. Okay, she might just do probably just fetish.
No, no, it's definitely a mix of
Yeah,
me wanting to share and the way that I run my
yeah,
game. But also, like you said, in Canada, the game
yeah.
is so much more different than in the States.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of American girls you're gonna see are very much more open, and you're gonna see that Canadian girls are a little more conservative. But I do love to mix it up. And like you said, when I drop my new videos, it just blows up because it's not as often as maybe other creators.
Yeah, because the reason why you don't want to lose the shock value.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty just like
Yeah.
I tell female, you don't want to do everything in the first year. You don't have to do
Hmm.
everything. I mean, if you want to, that's you.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you, but hey, you ain't got to shoot your load the first year. No one saying. I mean, I'm just saying, But no, because the simple fact of it that once you do it, it's done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
It's
it's
true.
kind of like, and we already at an era where there's not much taboo anymore.
Yes,
You know?
it's true. Because a lot of people do a fetish, and at the end of the day, nothing really lasts forever. So you just ride the wave and have a good time while you're at it. It's all about having a good time and having chemistry in porn. When you start to talk too businessy and rushing stuff, the chemistry is no longer there.
Oh no. See, but that's why I said it's gonna be because that's why I tell people with content trade versus a
Mhm.
paid shoot, you ain't got time to really get to know that talent.
Mhm.
Content, you have the opportunity to get to know 'em. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So and everything. So some tell me you're going to experience a paid shoot. And I
Something
can't
tells
wait to
me
discuss
how.
that. So, you just ain't gonna skip on the fact you say you're submissive. So we into BDSM.
I am into BDSM, but I'm not really experienced in that field because I'm not dominant, I'm submissive. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of funny because my look, a
Yeah.
lot of people ask me, to be a dominatrix,
Mm-hmm.
and if I offer those services, and it's like, like I'm never going to say no, but to be quite frank with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very submissive in bed. So when it comes to BDSM, it's not really my first cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. So would you be interested in bondage? Of course, probably no problem with spanking. No, you ain't. You, you don't seem like the type that like a hard spank, just like a. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it doesn't really hurt if I like it. And I do love a good spanking, so yeah.
She just sounds so sexy just saying that. Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't on. I'm surprised you ain't on Sex Panther. If you ain't on Sex Panther, you need to get on it. But anyway, with
Getting on
that
it
sexy
tonight.
ass voice.
You're giving me like a whole list.
So for you, of course, with chasing this business, because also with it, um, because you're going to get you getting sooner or later gonna get to that level
Mhm.
of the importance of testing, as well as, and I talk about this with the porn stars, the sacrifice that we make in our personal sex life to chase this business, because part of our money is made of being clean,
Mhm.
period. So for you, how much have you thought about that end of the
Oh,
business?
when it comes to being tested, like medically tested, I test myself for my own personal knowledge already.
Mm-hmm.
So to get tested is a no issue at all.
Yeah, because see, the thing about it is that's the key to it.
Hmm.
Because like you could be at a convention and they be like, "You tested? You got time?
Hmm.
Let's go."
That's
No,
what I heard about conventions too. Like the networking is crazy over
yeah,
there. So for sure, XBiz, like you said, Miami and Las Vegas would be a first time. But
oh yeah.
for sure, I want to see what this year has in store for me.
Oh, I want to see it too because I'm sorry, the potential is there, and
Yes.
people, I'm gonna bring that booty back on here. You know what I'm saying? So we can follow that journey. So I got to ask the $1 million question.
Yeah.
Question is, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Of course I smoke. Of course.
There you go,
Of
people.
course.
You know what that means. She'll be back on the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna bring that sexy ass. Which actually, before I say it, can you stand up and show your outfit? Just give them a preview about
Oh,
what I'm
yes,
about to
I
say. I
wore
mean,
this.
just a preview.
I
Don't pull out
wore
nothing.
this.
Don't pull out nothing because this is going to be on YouTube and all that. But you can show off that outfit. You know what I'm saying? Preview
Of
of what I'm about to
course.
say next. Look at that. Look at that. And look at the booty because I caught that earlier. Oh. Yes, people. You need to go to the script. You need to go into the links and subscribe to my loyal fans, our loyal fans. I'm talking about the Premium Smoke Room. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. Damn, boy, that ass is so distracted. Special event episodes. Plus, I even go live on X twice a month. Try to anyway. And let me tell you what happens in the Premium Smoke Room. It gets more provocative. It gets wilder. It gets more unpredictable. It gets crazier. The conversation gets saucier. The tits come out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what will pop off unless you subscribe. And for you people that are looking for Triple X, you can see my work in the Triple X, the BCM Triple X vault. You see my work as I give ladies the work because big dicks grow in the sticks. That's why they used to call me Big Country. And for my people on Spotify, I got you over there as well. I got a subscription side as well with such shows as Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke from a male perspective about the porn industry, as well as my own personal favorite, Had the Smoke on it, where I sit there and talk about some crazy and wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy it over there. Plus other stuff for y'all to listen to. So go over there, subscribe to both. Either be a premium smoker or you can catch some savage smoke or catch them both. It don't matter. Just catch it. So, and also I forgot on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe since I'm monetized now. So there you go. So with that being said, Miss Staxxx, can you tell everybody where they can spend money on your sexy ass?
Of course. You guys can find me on Twitter. I'm blowing up there. Add my Snapchat. I do have a link tree. I just made an Instagram. So we're going to blow up everywhere, baby. Worldwide, baby.
Yeah. So, people, what did you smoke over? What did we learn today? Well, let me tell you, I'm gonna make it short and sweet and quick, simple. There's porn in all the countries.
Mhm.
I done gave you shit from Romania all the way to here to Canada. And it's all the same. We are doing this as a business to make money. That's the whole purpose of this. And also, I love giving y'all the ones that, me personally, I think it's gonna be a big name after it's all said and done. That you can sit here and say that I told you so. You feel me? Because the whole point of the matter is that this business is always looking for new stars.
Mhm.
All ladies have to do is put themselves in the room, and the rest will take care of themselves.
Mhm.
But the
Watch
key
your
of it
back.
is that what ladies must understand is your image, how you look, and how you move will be the difference between success or failure in the business where it's a thin line with that. Because when I came into business, they said girls had a shelf life of 3 years. Now they've dropped to 3 months,
Mm.
period. So the key to this business, simple. Master the art of being sexy. Master the ability of selling the image and the fantasy of sex, but not just sex. Because you want to know why? Sex can be boring, but fantasy sex is never boring. So, with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day, people. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Staxxx, can you say goodbye to the smokers?
Goodbye, smokers.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you.
And we